Hello again! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we will talk about some of the most important care tips for your succulents in the spring. Springtime is especially important for succulents because most of them have their growing season in spring and summer. It means that spring is the time they grow the fastest. As the weather starts to warm up, succulents will come back to life from their winter dormancy and increase their photosynthesis to develop at a faster rate. So, it is essential that they are helped to have an ideal growing environment. The most important tip I would like to share is about lighting. In spring, days are getting longer, which is pretty good for succulents as most of them need at least 6 to 8 hours of bright, indirect sunlight per day. Especially if you live in northern areas, you'll start to actually receive 6 to 8 hours of natural light. However, do not forget that as the days increase, so does the sun's intensity, and the sun's rays can be very harsh in the afternoon. Many succulents have very delicate leaves that burn in direct sunlight, so early morning sun or filtered afternoon sun is recommended. The next tip is for watering. During winter, when your succulents are dormant, they slow down their photosynthesis, and thus won't need as much water as usual. In spring, you need to gradually increase your watering frequency and the amount of water when the weather warms up and your succulents begin to grow more actively. Watering your succulents thoroughly is essential, but you should also be careful not to overwater them. Succulents don't like to sit in water, and too much moisture can lead to root rot. To avoid this, always make sure that the soil has completely dried out before watering your plants again. The third tip is very important. You should keep your succulents in an environment with a stable temperature, as they don't do well in sudden changes. Early spring is unpredictable. Do not place your succulents outdoors yet. Frost can be deadly for succulents, and high humidity when the snow melts also causes lots of issues. It's essential to keep an eye on your plants and ensure they're not exposed to extreme temperatures or humid environments. Now let's move to the next tip, fertilizer. We all know that succulents don't require a lot of fertilizer, and if there is one time that they really benefit from fertilizer, it is definitely springtime. A little bit of a diluted, balanced fertilizer can improve growth and encourage blooming. Be careful not to over-fertilize your succulents, as this can lead to excessive growth and weak stems, or it can burn the roots. Always follow the instructions on your fertilizer package and never apply more than the recommended amount. One important tip you should know is pruning. The best time to prune your succulent is during the growing season, since your plant will have plenty of nutrients to heal from any cuts you may make. Tangling roots, damaged leaves, or frostbitten stems can be cut off without harming your plant. All you need to do is to use a sharp, clean pair of scissors or a gardening knife and make a clean cut. The cuttings are more likely to be callous over during spring, so you can use them for propagation. This tip is something we all know. Springtime is the best time to repot your succulents. The growing season is when your plants have a lot of energy to survive transplant shock and heal any damaged roots. Unless your plant suffers from root rot, a fungal infection, or pests in the dirt, it's best to avoid repotting until the growing season begins. When you repot for the growing season, choose a pot at least 10% larger than your succulent's previous pot. It will need room to grow. The last tip for today is propagation. There is no better time to propagate than spring and early summer. At a higher growth rate, the mother plant recovers faster from cuttings you make, and the cuttings have a better chance of developing their root system and becoming baby plants. Spring is also the time succulents develop offsets that you can use for easy propagation. Enjoy multiplying your collection at no extra cost, and don't forget to share some baby plants with your friends and family. And that's it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you have any questions or recommendations, don't hesitate to leave your comment in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Happy gardening!
For more, you can find us at succulentsbox.com or on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest.